Welcome to another Killshot breakdown. Again, we have Magnus Ponson who submitted some really cool videos. I liked them because they're unique. You don't see a lot of handgun kill shots anyway in a tree stand, and I think this deer's in Georgia, so it's kind of a unique combination. And then Magnus does an awesome job because he captures himself, and he also captures the kill shot. So you get two perspectives of his solo hunt. They let us come along with him. So thanks for coming on again, man.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
How's Florida?
Florida is super nice. It's like low 50s, high 60s during the day right now, so it's pretty sweet.
Well, we all start with the breakdown and then kind of set up this hunt with this this buck that you shot with your gun, your handgun.
So with this, I'm shooting 125 grain Hornady XTP 357 Magnum out of it's a Taurus 357 Magnum, and I've actually never seen this deer before. This was I believe Halloween when I got this, and it was a little bit later in the season. So you get 2 tags in Georgia. So I looked at him, and I looked at him for quite a while, and while he was below me, and after a while I was like, man, you haven't shot a bigger deer this year, so might as well take him for your first. And I'm hunting along a slope, and it's a hardwoods that fall into a swamp bottom, and about 30 feet up in a Summit Century SD closed front climber. And I'm filming with the Canon R800 is what you see here, but I'm also, like he's saying, using a GoPro that faces me to get almost like a third person point of view.
And then, so you said this is around Halloween. When do the bucks rut down in Georgia? Is it a little later?
They rut typically beginning of November is when it really gets hot. And
so this is kind of pre-rut?
Yeah.
Okay, so how far was this deer away? So right here you can see you're getting set up.
This deer is right about 10 yards.
So pretty close. So he's feeding right below you. So kind of take us through this shot. How long was the buck there, and had you seen him come up?
He was there for, it always feels like forever, but it was probably less than a minute, and just rummaging around. And he doesn't have the most perfect rack. I think he's, I forget exactly how big, but, I was just trying to, he's a lot bigger. He was definitely a shooter. He was old enough. But, when you get your eyes on the big deer, you kind of trigger shy sometimes. But I was like, you know what? You haven't got one this year, so this is a great one to take. And watching him. I even held it up at him a couple times, just like, running through with my head. And I'm like, you know what? Do it. And he got set up just like this, and I let him have one.
So he's like in perfect position, slight quarter away. Where are you thinking about placing the bullet?
So with this height and angle, if you hit him right center mass, it's gonna come out and get the bottom of everything. But so I was trying to aim a little bit higher and a little bit back because he is, quartering away to get a top entry and then try to go through the vitals.
So here's the shot. So you can see that impact. I mean, that freaking Taurus just hammers him.
Yeah, if you go back, you can see like right the initial impact right at the beginning. You can see where it hits. Boom, right there. Up high, coming down in, and it kind of just, the shockwave goes throughout his whole, torso.
Yeah, so that's
boom, right there. Look at that. That is perfect.
Yeah, but his exit, was it pretty devastating? I mean, that's perfect, man.
Oh, yeah, his exit was right out, bottom below the front.
Yeah. I mean, some people might think it's back, but again, you got to remember this deer's quartering away. So that's just going right in the goodies.
Yeah.
Big old monster jump. And then the tail end of this is cool. This is where you showcase your other camera, so you get to see the actual shot and then Magnus shooting. So pretty cool perspective, man. How far did the deer go?
So there's a little hill. He ran over the top of the hill. It was maybe 40 or 50 yards to where he tumbled on the bottom of that hill.
Nice. So how many animals have you taken with your handgun again?
So I think I've got 2 or 3 deer and 3 or 4 pigs so far. And I also hunt with a Glock 20. I have a red dot on that. with a suppressor. I'm waiting to get back, and I have a 500 Magnum. The Glock 20 and the 500 Magnum were this year's hunting tools, and the Glock 20 got one doe. The 500 Magnum never got to debut, so next year it'll be ready for a Killshot Central, and we'll blow something up with the 500 Magnum.
Nice, man. What are you planning? Are you going to shoot a deer with the 500 mag?
Whatever comes in, presents itself. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple big bucks that I would like to shoot with the 500 mag, so they don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I started out with a rifle, but since my first season, I've hunted with pistols and bows exclusively, just because I like, as you see, the close quarters, the close proximity that you got to get to make the good shot. I mean, I have another video with the Taurus on my YouTube that you can check out. I'll put a link below of me shooting the Taurus at 100 yards, iron sights on a 1x1 plate. So I practice as far as I can, possibly see, and just to be prepared for, whatever I need to do.
That's awesome, man. It's cool to be able to relive this moment with you. So it's, I mean, again, it's awesome to see this. This what's funny is the comments on this post is just the ignorance of people, man. I mean, there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's good placement. The deer died quick. I mean, I don't know what else people. I think people have a misconception when that lead hits the hide, it's supposed to just drop and kill like the movies or something. I don't know.
I mean, if it could, was it perfect? I don't think so. But it was a quality kill shot. I mean, if it was forward and I would have got closer to the shoulder, I might have had him do the drop. But for all the situation we had there, it worked. So.
No, this is. I mean, I've seen guys in my guiding life shoot animals right in the pump house, and it doesn't drop them. They still go, and you're like, what the crap? I mean, it's obviously got to do some serious damage for them to drop right away. But I don't know. I don't know why people have such a beef with it. But I think it's funny. But
yeah,
it takes all kinds of. Anyway, man, thanks for coming on. We got a couple more with you, so appreciate you sending them in. And then we'll drop Magnus's link for his YouTube if you want to go check out his full videos and all his other stuff that he's got going on. I really like his perspectives and stuff, and he's a pretty chill, good dude. So we appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks,
dude.